Guys, remember when I asked you a few weeks ago whether I should send my M&P slide out for an Optic Cut or if I should send my Glock 19 out for an Optic Cut? Well, I actually got both done. But this one was actually back first, and this is my, of course, M&P 2.0 compact slide that I got cut for an RMR by Nate at Nameless Armament. So I wanted to give you basically an overview of how the process was dealing with Nate at Nameless Armament, as well as go over the work that was done and why I picked Nameless Armament for this slide in the first place. Let's get to it. So first things first, I did a lot of research in regards to who to use for an optics cut. I came down to two different choices, one being Nate at Nameless Armament and another one being Wager Machine Works. Now the Wager Machine Works company is kind of very popular among the Glock community. I decided to go with Nameless Armament for this one for a couple different reasons. First, the cost. It was actually cheaper than even Wager Machine Works was. Also, since the M&P slide is made out of stainless steel, they can't do the cut and just blue it. And Nameless Armament gives you the option not to Cerakote the entire slide, which I don't really like to do. I wanted to keep the factory finish on this thing for now. And I'm not a huge fan of Cerakote to begin with, but they give you the option to just Cerakote the cut where they cut on the slide. Now, obviously, you can't see it here because they do give you the optic already mounted and torqued down and even marked here, which is a really nice touch. Now, the reason why they give you the slide with the optic already mounted is because they make such precise cuts. They base it off your specific optic, not just like a general, RMR cut or whatever. So because of that, you do have to send this in with the slide, but you also, as a trade-off, get a really, really tight finish on that cut. I've heard that even without these screws, it should just friction-wise be able to hold this in a little bit, which is pretty remarkable. Now, in regards to sights, the M&P slides, they have to push the optic back a little bit, and that takes over a lot of the space of where the factory rear sight is. So what they do is, the front stays stock, but the back, they actually add a dovetail. That way you could put a Glock rear sight on here. And obviously this was cut, and you could see here, that is Cerakote in there. And that's actually a very, very nice finish. Frankly, I wouldn't be able to tell at all the difference between that and the factory finish. But overall, this is amazing work. And the turnaround time was pretty good. I sent it out March 28th. They received it March 30th, and I got it back yesterday, April 25th. So that's under 4 weeks. And frankly, they even sent an email to apologize to me for the delay, that they were backed up, which was totally unnecessary. I'm super excited to get this together here. Let's just put it back together and see what it looks like on the frame. So there it is, guys. We are fully mounted. I'm gonna have to, lube this thing up before I go shoot it, but I'm super excited to go zero this thing. They torque everything down to spec, so this should be ready to go, ready to shoot. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more content like this, you will love my custom firearms playlist. I'll put a link in the description box down below, as well as up in the corner, but I would definitely recommend checking out Nate at Nameless Armament. See you next time.